fresh winter breeze of the morning. Well, I say fresh, meaning as in cold as shit and somewhat desolate. Welcome back to the long dark, guys. As you guys can see, we are leaving the hunters or the cabin, not the hunter's cabin, whatever this cabin is that we happened to find in the last episode. What I wanted to do in this episode was, since we spawned over here by these fishing huts, what I wanted to do was maybe see if we can maybe get a little bit more of a decent food supply going on. So maybe see if we can maybe catch some fish in one of these huts. Now, since we did find a hatchet in the last episode, we should be able to, I'm not quite sure, but we should be able to cut out some of these fishing holes over here and maybe be able to get lucky and catch some fish. Not that we are really too concerned about food right now. Really, I just kind of want to play around with it and see what we can find. But yeah, I figured that would be somewhat interesting to do today. Now, I don't imagine that it would take too long to maybe catch fish or to waste time in the day as you would imagine. But like I said, I wanted to give it a shot and see if maybe we can get lucky by any chance. You see these right here? We should be able to cut that hole and go fishing. But if that's the case, what we should probably do is start a fire in here and maybe see if we can get this fire to melt, this ice hole. Ice hole, that sounds really bad, don't you? Ice hole, kind of like asshole, whatever. But see if we can get this to melt some, so that way it's a little bit easier to cut through. But yeah, and that way we don't freeze when we're trying to catch ourselves some dinner. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be very comfortable. Now, what I did do, we were kind of running low on wood and some kind of like fire supplies. So I did cut up the chair and the table that was in the top room, or the top floor of the cabin that we're staying in. I cut those up just to get some more wood. And that didn't work. Oh, you little shit. You little shit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, actually. I only just realized that we accidentally clicked, yeah. Actually, you know what? I want to try and use the cardboard matches because I don't really want to waste my good matches on something kind of like this. See, I don't really want to use a book though, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't really think that Tinder is going to play that much of a role in it. So we might not. Yeah, we might not even. I don't know. We're just going to see if we can get a fire going. If not, we're just going to cut through this hole. Cut through this hole the way that it is. And see if maybe we can get through like that without wasting too many of our better matches. Because we still haven't found any of the good matches yet. We only have like 8 of the ones that we started off with left. And we found some cardboard matches in the last episode. Which, I mean, they work, but they don't work as well. See, we can't get a damn fire going. Come on, man. Come on. Please burn for me. Burn. Burn. I don't know, sometimes starting a fire in this game is a pain in the ass, and sometimes it's not too bad. But if we don't get lucky finding any fish today, what I want to do is maybe see if we can find the hunter's cabin in this episode, so we can maybe try and find a rifle.
Something to eat.
So that we can start hunting.
No, that didn't work.
Yeah, you know what? Fine, whatever. But yeah, so we can maybe hunt down some deer and see if we can get some meat going in our lives, because we all know that protein is probably the best thing that we can do. The best thing that we can have. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I love my red meat, just saying. But yeah, so we are going to, as of right now, we don't have any food in our stomach, but it's not going to hurt us that bad. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fish for about, let's try 2 hours, or 1 hour, and see what happens, see if we catch anything. Doesn't look like, oh, we did! Yes, we caught a lake whitefish. I can't speak. We did catch one fish, that's good, so we can cook that up, and that'll give us some more sustenance. And what we might do, actually, is maybe fish for another hour, and maybe see if we can get something else. We did awesome. Okay, cool. So it doesn't look like it's too difficult to catch fish, which is really cool. But our condition is dropping fairly quickly, so we are going to leave, and we're going to see if maybe we can find some sticks, because some sticks would be really cool. There's a branch over here that we can knock down, or that we can break up, so that we can get at least a few sticks on inventory. It's easier to light fires with sticks for some reason. I don't know why you can't just use normal normal wood, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with the game all too much. But yeah, you get more sticks using the or more fire burn time using sticks. Does that make sense? I don't know. No, it's not the time. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. It's a higher chance of starting the fire with regular sticks, which is why we're going to come over here and maybe see if we can find some more. Nothing over here, which is kind of upsetting. I don't really want to. I don't want to stray too far from the house, but what we might do is come down to the railroads that are just across, just like right beside the house. Maybe travel down them some. Maybe see if we can find some more supplies, and maybe see if we can find some sticks or something. That way we can have some more fire. That way we can go back into the house and get some food cooked, and get some rest should we need it here before too long. We have 6 hours of the day left. We spent a lot of time fishing and breaking stuff down this morning, but that is kind of how it goes sometimes. There's a big branch over here that we can probably break down, so let's go ahead and take care of that. And then I think we can break this down, can we? No, yes we can. We can probably get. Oh damn! Hell yeah! So let's go ahead and waste an hour of our time. And it doesn't look like we're going to be we're not going to be able to go too far, considering our condition is all the way down at 40%. You can see that down at the bottom left. So we can't do too much. Actually, we can take care of one of those things right now. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Or not, nope, not that. Drink some water. And we might eat some of our tomato soup just because it's kind of already there. And if it can take care of some of our condition, I think we should. It's not that it's going to give us much, but still, it'll help. And I think what we might do actually is just, because the wind's starting to pick up, so I don't really want to be outside for too much longer. But we are going to come over here, maybe see if we can find some more supplies, maybe find something of interest, and then here before too long head back to the house and get ready for tomorrow. We've only got 4 hours of daylight left, so I'm not really. Ooh, yeah, the wind's definitely picking up. I definitely don't want to be outside for too much longer. In fact, I can't see very much. There's a wolf over there that I really don't want to go and play with. There's some trains, some carts over there. But I think what we might do is actually just head back to the house and kind of rest up for the night, kind of tucked away for the rest of the day, and try to take care of our certain afflictions down at the bottom left, and see if maybe we can heal ourselves up just a bit, just enough so that we can go and check see if we can find some supplies down by the train carts down the way there, and hopefully we can find some stuff down there. I know that sometimes you can find some fairly decent clothing. You can get a lot of medical supplies down there, which is really cool. That definitely helps. And you can also find a whole bunch of other stuff down the way there. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to start a fire. We're going to start a fire any way that we can, because our dude is he's really having a hard time right now. So I'm going to try to start a fire. Try and get warmed up. Actually, what we might do is let's actually eat and then go to bed for, I don't know, 12 or so hours. And maybe see if we can start a fire when we wake up, and then cook some of this fish. That way we have it ready to go for the next day. So I will see you guys in the morning whenever it's night, daytime. And then we will go on our way and see if we can find some stuff down by those train carts. Right, so we have just gotten a fire started, and I think what we're going to do real quick is we're definitely going to cook up some of this fish that we have, and maybe see if we can warm ourselves up, get some food in our system, and then we can go on our way and see what's down by those fallen. Let's see if I can. Those fallen. I don't know. I'm sorry, I was distracted seeing what came up on the bottom right. But see if we can find something useful down by those fallen train carts, because like I said earlier, there are typically some fairly decent items down there, and I think we could definitely use some luck right now. Maybe see if we can find a little bit of some good supplies. That'd be nice. I mean, we're doing okay. We're not awful. And we do have some food, so we're going to eat up, and we are going to see how many hours of daylight do we have. We have less than 1 hour of darkness. So what we might do, we have, let's put a little bit more fire in here, firewood, I should say. And then maybe what we're going to do is we're going to study our angling. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, our frozen angler. We're going to study this for about another hour. And maybe, all right, let's go for 2 hours. Let's do that.
I find something to eat.
And then we need to, I guess we need to eat something. Actually, no, we're just going to call that last little hour close enough. I'm going to eat some of these sardines. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go on our merry way down to these fallen train carts and see if we can find something. However, I just heard the house creak. And that typically means that we have some bad weather going on outside. I think what we're also going to do is drop some of our... We're going to drop some of our stuff. So let's come... Let's see, what can we can probably... Yeah, let's transfer all of our newspapers for right now. And then let's maybe see if we can... We need to get rid of some of the stuff that's on us. We have a lot of heavy stuff in our inventory, so I don't necessarily think we need to be carrying all of it. I just don't know what we need to drop. Let's drop our bedroll. Let's transfer that. And then let's maybe put in our whetstone. You know what, let's come over here. Actually, ooh, I'm not the best when it comes to sorting what we've got in our backpack while trying to figure out what would be best to transfer. So, we're going to get rid of some of these things, and then we're going to go on our merry way. Actually, no, let's put some of our reclaimed firewood in there. Let's just put all of it in there. And I'll try and remember that we left some of our stuff here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and see what's in those carts. Because I think that is our best option for right now. So, let's go do that. Now, there was a wolf crawling around over on the other side of the carts. So we're not going to go down that way, but we are going to go down to the right, see what's over there, see if we can find anything worth our time. And if we can, then great, and if not, we might keep going, because we can't stay here forever, as much as I would like to. Yeah, the weather, it's -3 outside, so that's not the best. So we're going to try not to run, given if we need to, if we need to run away from, a wolf or a bear. Or any other thing that might try and eat our face off. So yeah, there's a wolf off in that direction, so I don't really want to go that way quite yet. We will eventually end up going that way, because I think we're eventually going to have to. Because like I said, we can't stay here forever. We can't stay here indefinitely, as much as I would like to. Considering we have a fairly decent supply of food, given that we can fish over on the frozen lakes. But unfortunately... We can't make a survival pact out of that. So we're gonna do what we can. We are obviously gonna have to adapt a bit. We're gonna come over here, maybe see if we can find some sticks. Actually, no, we'll worry about sticks on our way back home, because what I want to do is hit these, and then I want to come over there. I come through that clearing over there, and see if we can find an outpost or something like that. There are some birds over there, so that's great. I mean, there's actually a couple sets of birds, so we've got a couple of dead bodies over here. I don't know if it's a deer or if they're both dudes. Hopefully they're not dudes, because we don't really have much luck when it comes to scavenging off of dead dudes. So we've got 3 sets of birds, it looks like. Man, that's kind of weird. I've never seen that. I have never seen 3 sets of birds flock around one area. So we're going to see what the hell is going on over here. I don't know... Can we get in here? Probably, if I was smart enough to figure it out. But I don't know what these birds are circling at. So, oh yes, we can. We can actually scale across this. Oh, there's a crowbar, a pry bar. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's a good find. That's definitely a good find. Whenever you come across some locked lockers or some other kind of forced shut door. Can we get in here? Oh, we can. And there is actually a guy in here, so that must be what they were circling over. So we're going to check him out, see if we can find anything on him. Doesn't look like it. There's nothing hidden off over here in the corner, so we're going to forget this cart. And we're going to check around over here. Occasionally there will be some metal containers or some other kind of boxes of which you can search, but I'm not really seeing anything right now. Is that a wolf? And I think I think that is a wolf. Okay, so we are kind of trapped right now in terms of location because we got some wolves over here, man. We got a lot of wolves over on this side of the on the side of the lake, which is not the best thing. But I'm not really. Oh, cool! I don't know how the hell I missed this frozen deer carcass, but we are definitely gonna do this. We're definitely gonna get this, and there is a container. Did I just like completely was I completely blind to this, or did I just not? Or like was it not like spawned in yet? I don't know. We got some dog food. We got some flares. Got ourselves a dead dude, so we're gonna check him, and we got a hunting knife. Hell yes! Remember that whetstone that we found in the last episode? That's what we need it for. We can sharpen the knife, obviously, as you would imagine, with the whetstone. So that's another really great find. And we've got a deer over here, so we can get some more. Get some more meat, actually. And actually, you know, I'm tempted to. I'm tempted to use as much time as we can getting the food, and then maybe. Yeah, see, I don't know. I think we're actually doing okay in terms of finds. So I'm glad that we found some meat. That's great. I wonder if that wolf that we saw is what took this thing down. I probably, you know, in all honesty, I should use some time to go and get that, to get the hide and guts from the deer. But to be honest, I don't necessarily want to.
Freezing.
I am aware of that wolf still. I can't tell if he's walking our way or if he's walking away from us. So I don't necessarily want to tempt fate, so we're not going to. But we are going to run down here, down by that clearing that I was talking about earlier. We're going to come check and see what's over here. Now, I think that there are... In fact, I know that there are. I just don't know exactly where they're at. But there are definitely some like, hunting outposts. Like, they're like a little... I don't know how to... They're like little shacks, but, like, roofless. I don't know. They're kind of what you would imagine, like a... Like, you'd set up a blind as, and you'd go sit there for a couple of hours while you're waiting for your game to come by or whatever. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know any of that terminology very well. I just kind of know what I hear from my friends every now and then and from TVs because I have no life and I watch TVs. But yeah, we are gonna pick these sticks up. Like I said, you can never really have too much, so we're gonna take care of that. It's gotten really, really cold outside, so I don't really want to be outside for too much longer. Because we're really cold. But we are going to come over here, see if we can find anything of interest. And maybe see if we can find ourselves... We got some rabbits over here. And I wish I'd have some snares. No, I might have to make those. I don't know. I can't remember all the things that you actually have to make. Or if you're lucky enough to find snares. Because I would totally put some snares up down in this little clearing over here. So that maybe we can catch some rabbits. And have some good food for the next couple of days. Looks like yet again I can't tell if that's a wolf or if that's a shrub of some kind. But like I said, I don't want to get too distracted. I don't want to get lost because I do definitely want to be able to find my way back to the cabin if we need to. That is actually a wolf, so we are going to stay off over on this side. God, there are a lot of wolves around, man. There's a bunch of them around. Why are there so many wolves around? Is there supposed to be this many wolves around on this side of the map? I don't think so. We do have a little bit of wind protection by staying up against this mountain face. So that's good. Again, I just kind of want to keep my eye on that wolf, make sure that he's not eyeballing us by any means. And it looks like we are okay. We've got 11 hours of daylight, which it's not the best, but it is something. I say it's not the best. That's still plenty of time to go out and see if we can find ourselves some sort of blind. God, I forgot the word for a second there. Yeah, some sort of blind. See if we can find some supplies. But I'm not really seeing anything. We don't really have the best in terms of protection to the weather. We don't really have any like amazing clothes. And there's another wolf over there. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is we kind of circle back around back to the cabin. And in the next episode, because I don't really think we're going to have much of a choice, in the next episode, I think what we might do is try and see if we can go to some other location. I'll do some research and see if we can find some better some better places to be. Like I want to try and find the hunter's cabin, so I might figure out where to go from here to get there, because I think that that would be a really good thing to be at. We've got a lot of deers around us running away, and it's gotten really cold, and our dude is really hungry, and he's tired, and he is thirsty. So what I think we are going to do, I think we're actually, you know what we might actually have to do is set up a fire real quick, and maybe see if we can. Let's use a magnifying glass and see if we can take a brand with us. That'll help. That'll at least help warm us up some, and maybe see if we can get some heat going, and circle back around to the cabin, stay there for another night, and in the next episode what we will do is we'll go and see if we can find maybe the hunter's lodge or some other kind of place of residence that we can stay, so we can keep going. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to start a fire here, so we're going to we're just gonna try and hightail it back to the cabin. There is a little burnt down shack over here, so we are going to sneak in here and maybe see if we can find anything of use in here. I highly doubt that we're going to be able to, but this is the deadfall area, so I think I kind of know where we're at. We got another hatchet. That's good. We are going to take that in case the one that we're using now breaks. But I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to head back to the place, to the house. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the sound that's going on in my ear. And then I think what we're going to do in the next episode is go seek out other shelter and see if we can maybe find some better place to stay, and maybe see if we can find ourselves a rifle so that we can get some better food. So yeah, I'll see you guys once we get back to the house. I'm going to try and hightail it as quick as I can, and I'm going to try not to die because our condition is going down relatively quickly, and I'm not necessarily thrilled about that. So I'm going to try and do what I can to stay alive, and I will see you guys back at the cabin. So I think that's going to be it for the video, guys. Where I'm going to cook up some of that fish, and I think that we're going to definitely try and find another place of residence here in the next couple of videos. But that being said, guys, I think this is it. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you guys are new, of course, subscribe. We are so close to 100 subscribers. And if we could reach that sometime soon, that would be absolutely outstanding. That would be really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt some snow. Probably not that much. And we are going to cook up that fish. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys next time in the long dark.